Everybody wakes up in the morning and thinks to themselves, today I think I'll destroy all the materials, products, machines, and information at the place of my work. Yes, that's what I will do. Try to create as many defects as possible. But sometimes, as humans, we make honest mistakes. When these mistakes result in defects, it is important to first allow the problem to be brought forward and reassure the individual that even though the problem has occurred, there is also an opportunity to get better. In the case of a defect, there are some general areas where defects occur, which we will introduce here. Starting with standards, procedures, and processes. First and foremost, we want to look at the process, the standards, and the procedures. When procedures or standards are not established, lots of guesswork can occur. This oftentimes is a key factor in the creation of a defect. If by chance standards and procedures are established and defects are still being created, the standard or the procedure may not be correct. Here's an example. If you're producing a batch of cakes and the process has the wrong ingredients tied to it, every cake will be wrong. The standards, procedures, and processes must all work in unison and appropriately. If they do not, you can be sure a defect will occur. Next is the stability of your process. Variability is real. When your process, machine, or materials have variability in them, you will not be able to produce a consistent output. This will result in defects and is a foundational concept in Six Sigma. For example, a process that has no standard will be performed differently each time, which means it will not produce the same result. A machine that does not run as tight as it should will produce defects from time to time. Likewise, if the materials or information you are using are not consistent, defects will occur. Next, we will look at the effects of maintenance. Another common cause of defects in both parts and information are worn down or not up to par systems. For example, if a computer needs maintenance or is not working properly, it may produce outputs that are defects. A machine that produces parts and has worn down tooling or mechanical parts may also create an environment that creates defects. Next, we will look at mistakes or errors. The final common cause of defects in materials or information is human mistakes or errors. In the book, Zero Quality Control, Source Inspection, and the Poka-Yoke System, we learn that even when all mechanical aspects and processes are functioning properly, human mistakes and errors can still occur. This could be forgetfulness, misunderstanding, misidentification, lack of experience, neglect, by surprise, or any other reason. Whatever the reason, mistakes do sometimes result in defects. Unlike the other reasons that defects occur, mistakes are oftentimes unpredictable. So, how do we catch these unpredictable errors? The ZQC system attempts to catch these errors with a control function before they turn to defects. Control functions work by creating an environment or conditions where everything that is needed to create the proper product or information is present. Remember, there are many different ways in which a defect can occur. These 4 common causes lay out a framework that defects can trace back to. However, you may consider making a list of things that cause defects in your process, at your work, or even in your personal life. Try setting a timer for 5 minutes and write down the different things that cause defects to happen around you. As you do this, you may find one example you would like to work on. If you're taking the mistake proofing course, you can answer the questions inside the course. If not, You may consider jotting your thoughts down on paper before moving on to the next section.